Hello folks, today I am going to show you how to format your document so that you can upload it in the archive. And what is archive? Archive is a scientific repository in which so many research papers list. So if you are looking to publish your own research paper and you try to upload it online through archive, so here you can see so many different papers, and if you see the one of the paper which is being uploaded in the archive, and you can see the formatting of the paper. So here is the paper, the format of the paper which has been uploaded by some authors. Here is the name of the author, you can see, and here it has been shown that where is this author come from. For an example, here YT Young, it is 1, and this 1 shows that he is from Max Planck Institute, Radio Astronomy, okay, Germany, and this is the email number. And here is the title of the paper, okay, and here is some kind of a paper which is being submitted to some journal and which is here, okay. So astronomy and astrophysics manuscript number, this one, January 19 2022, and so this paper is accepted or received this and this, that, and wire it. So this is the title of the paper, Discovery of Ammonia 96, and here is an abstract, okay, and this is the archive number. This is archive 2201.0021 version 2. This is the version 2, and astrophysics department, from the astrophysics genre it is, and this has been published in 17 January 2022. So here is the, you can see the formatting. There is a first introduction, first abstract part, and then from the abstract they have added some few keywords, and here they have used some kind of a footnote, and here is the sections called introduction, and there is another section similarly followed by section. They have added some kind of figures, and there is a result, and how they have added some different kind of figures, and here is the discussion section, and followed by discussion they have added many differences, and there is so many ways you can add differences. So we will see today how to format our paper in this kind of formatting. So I am presenting you a nice code in the Latex. So here you can see that I have created one kind of a PDF, and a very simple kind of PDF, where this is the title, this is maybe some kind of authors like Leo Cab, YouTube Hello, this is they were Department of Physics, and suppose you can add here that from where they can, affiliated to, and this is today's that abstract contents. This is the table of contents, and here I have put a nice horizontal line, and here is an introduction. Here is a footnote where I have specified the email of these authors, and followed by this you can add several sections, and followed by that you can add so many references. So let us get started at how we can create this kind of beautiful paper which can easily be published in archive. So archive demands some kind of specifications, then you can do it in the proper way, and then you can upload it. So first of all you have to give the document class, and which kind of document we are. So we are writing some kind of an article document which is A4 paper, and we are considering the 12 point is that the font size will be 12 point. So this is the percentage mark, which percentage shows that it is I have been taken as a comment. So document class for the ref text, this is for the APS journal. Suppose you want to publish in the American Physical Society, so this is for APS publications, so their template is completely different, so you can simply remove this thing, there is no any problem, therefore I have commented it out. Now next thing you have to put is PDF output / PDF output is equal to 1. So it has some nice formatting, because so this can make it as kind of a clickable URL. So if I am going to click on it, I can simply go into some different sections, okay, without actually scrolling through that kind of thing. So it will make you this kind of referencing, or we are calling it a URL type of keywords. Now I'm going to use, for mathematics part, I'm going to use package AMS mathematics. This for so there is a makecell for the table purpose, and this is tgtermes. This is for that specific kind of fonts. So if I'm going to comment it out, this font, then you will see that the font will be some different. Okay, now this will be rendered here, and you can see this is how, if I'm not going to use this kind of font. So you can fancize your document with the choice of the fonts. So tgtermes, this is one kind of font. Again, you can also select for tgt. So they're again different, like tgt adventure, you can choose this one, or you can choose this one. So tgtermes, so this is a collection of fonts, you can choose any of this, and in one document you can choose only one. ams font, considering that you are taking the fonts for mathematics. ams symbol, it's for the mathematical symbols. ams text for the mathematical text. Graphics, if you want to insert any kind of graphic, for an example, as I have shown you, they have plotted some kind of a graph, therefore you need to insert it, it is graphics. nccmath and mathtools, it's again for mathematics part. Cancel is just only you can do it or not, no problem. Caption and subcaption for the graphics, whatever the figure you're going to insert, you will add some caption and subcaption. So this is for the red part. Again, I'm going to use some color. Okay, so suppose I have to use maybe some kind of an highlighted text. So from this package I can call some kind of a color package, and from there I can name it like red, blue, green, anywhere, whatever it is. So this helps to call the colors. Similarly, empseq, it is called emphasize equation. Okay, so I have some kind of an equation and I want to emphasize it, therefore I can use this kind of packages. Use bold math, this is for bold math. Suppose I want to insert, I want to have some kind of expression and I want to use some kind of an extra boldness, therefore I have to call this kind of package. Again, pdf output, so I think I have repeated it, no problem with repetition, so I am cancelling out. Again, something is setspace. For an example, as I have shown you in the earlier paragraph, that they have two columns, so setspace for separation of these two columns. Now float package, suppose you want to add some table or any kind of figure and you want to you have to insert this kind of table or graphic in anywhere, you can use the float, and which helps you to float it anywhere in the document. Now tcolorbox, if I want to make a kind of a color box type of thing, suppose I want to use some kind of an equation and I want to box size, I want to make it some kind of a box, so therefore it will gonna use me, I'm gonna use this kind of package. Now reference restylefloat, so this is for example for table, I want to restyle it for the table purpose. Now I want to use the hyperreference. As I have told you, if I'm going to click on this, I can simply land on here. So suppose I have a very big kind of document and I want to have different equations and all these things. So for an example, I can just simply have some equation number, and just clicking on equation number I can go to any of the things. Or suppose I can simply, I have this one, I can have the bookmarks and all these things. So using this hyperreferencing, and this is the setup of this hyperreferencing, please note it down. So hyperreferencing, therefore page back reference true. So whenever I am going to have some kind of a references, so it will simply give you that where I have used that kind of reference. So I will walk with you all these things, whatever I am going to discuss with it. So color links are true, just as you can see here, introduction is in red because color links are true, and link color is red. Suppose I'm going to use here blue, so what is going to happen? So simply I'm going to render it, and you're going to see that this introduction will have the blue color. Okay, so whatever the URL or whatever there is a referencing part, okay, it will have this kind of color. Now file color is violet, so there are different kind of a characteristic areas. URL color is red. Suppose I want to use www.google.com, so google.com, if I am going to write it, therefore it has the URL will be red, and site color will be red. Suppose I want to cite, okay, cite some kind of referencing, therefore it will have the red color. So this is the way we are going to write for hyperreferencing script. Now I have to set the margin. Now you can see the margin of this, that whatever the title here, there should be some kind of a gap here. In the top there is a gap, left, right, this should be gapped, and there is this gap here. Okay, so top margin should be 1 centimeter, head height will be 0 inch, okay, and text height is 24 centimeters, text width is 16 centimeters, so this will be 16 centimeter, this is 24 centimeters. Okay, odd side margin, suppose I am in 1, so this is in one part, so there is an even page and the odd page. So even page and odd page, I want it that they are something called, they have to be in same footing. Suppose if you will see some kind of book, so you can see that in the odd they will start from here, in even page when it is there they will turn it on, so they will start from here. So there are so many, there is a margin issue. Okay, so you can fix the margin by yourself, that which side you will margin, which size you want have different margins. Now horizontal skip, which is called S size 160 measure 1.6 centimeters, the horizontal skip. Para skip is 0. If I'm writing here and I'm going to write this one, so there should not be any para skip. And line skip should be 0.1 centimeter, how much gap should be in the line. Okay, and then I want to add some kind of a tolerance, how much tolerance, that how much runtime it will take, 1000. Use package EPS figure. Suppose I want to have some kind of figure and there is a different kind of formatting for the figures, so EPS figure, if I am having some kind of formatting figure, so it will render easily your EPS figure. Now use package for bottom foot mask, so it will give you some kind of a, this is the footing. This is the footing I am going to use the way it should be. Now use package for PDF render, because if I am not going to use this PDF render, then I want to have some extra black. For an example, what will happen if I am not going to use some kind of extra black? Now you can see here a very beautiful difference. For an example, I don't want to render this extra blackness. Therefore what you gonna see is, this is not a black spot, so I have some kind of visibility, so therefore I want extra deep. Therefore I want to render my whole PDF in the very blackest type. So for that I want to call a package called PDF render. Now use package for cancel and array. Again, I have already called the cancel, so I don't need it. Now array, if I want to have the 2 columns, I want array. And again, if I am having a table, there is different kind of arrays, because array is collection of rows and columns, so you need to have the array. Now I want to make a title. What is the title? How to create a beautiful archive document, center line. So I want to start from center and it should be some bold font. Therefore I have used bold font. Then again I need some kind of a skip, and then author. What are the authors? Name it. From the comma now I want to use thanks. Thanks means that for each author I am using, so thanks is going to assign their email ID to them. Now for again I am going to double this, means that it is now terminating the line. So so in the keyboard you have the enter button, means that to terminate the line. Similarly for enter button, it is using the 2 slashes. Now normal size, I want to have the normal size. And department of physics, we can say that all the authors which are here actually belongs to department of physics. Maybe you have some kind of a different institute, so from here you can label it. Now normal size, therefore again some different state, and then India. Now I have used a today date. So if you don't want to use the date, you can specify it like today 12/23, like 2010. So now I can render it, and I'm going to see the date here, so 20/03. So for today that I want to, you can either mention here like it, or let us suggest it will take it from the machine, that whatever the date today is. Okay, so that is why it is very handy. Now the next part is that you don't need to this new command, because here I have some kind of a different I am working with big projects and I have very different formula, and I don't want to write those formula again and again. Suppose you want to use some tilde, suppose a of tilde, so I have to write always /tilde, and then I have to mark it and so on. So I have used I can also according to my use, I can redefine my commands. So for example, in build function /tilde, so I don't want to write it many times tilde, therefore /ti for my redefine things. Again, in usenames, for an example, nebula means that the invert triangle, so /nb for nebula. And I want to use the row to the power bar, so I can redefine it /rb. So this is too much important for you if you want to do it like that way. So I am going to attach it in the or the description section, so you can simply copy it and paste it and you can get it. Okay, and now you can see the very interesting feature. For example, I have this big thing like dfrac 3x to the power 4 by 4 x square by 2. Now you may think that what is the meaning. It says that 3x to the power 4 over 4 minus x square by 2. So I have just simply done it by slash of g. So if I am going to write anywhere slash of g, it will simply render this formula. Okay, so there is and I have already shown you that so here is my begin document. So now I want, so whatever it is I have done it, I have just redefined it. Now I want to start my document. So begin document is where I want to start, and whenever there is a begin document I want to render it, so that I need some extra blackness. So stroke color, I want different stroke which should be black. You can also have the blue part. Now if you just redefine it in the terms of blue, then you will get a very beautiful picture of blue. Now everything is just like blue and black. Okay, so I don't want it the blue, I want it black. Then text render mode is equal to 2 and line width is equal to 0.2 point. So if you want to increase this, therefore this whole part will be extremely strokey, so I don't want to use that. Now as I have created as they have written the abstract, so for the abstract part I have used in begin abstract and end abstract. Okay, so if you want to use the begin and abstract, there is a very nice in this latex, there is a control plus E button. So if you just press control plus E button, you will get this kind of environment, and you just name it like abstract ABSTRCT. So you don't need to write every time begin and then end. Just control E for the shortcut for any kind of environment you need. So this is the very handy for that purpose. How to create archive or submit. So whatever you have, the project you are working on, you can simply add the archive thing here. Okay, abstract part. Now I want to add the table of content. So I'm done with the abstract part. Either you just use this table of content here, okay, or you can add here. It's up to you where you want to do it from the placing. So I prefer to use this content part after abstract. And the make title is saying me that okay, before abstract just the title, whatever the title we have chosen, this is the title part, so just make it that way. So title, then abstract, then content. And when I am done with content, then I want this kind of line. How can I get this line? Simply just use the rule slash of rule. Suppose you just type slash rule, so you can see here they will give you some kind of hint like width and thickness. What you can use it, width, how much width of the page you want. So I want to suppose that whatever it is, like text height, so text width. So I have already set the text width in a 16 centimeters. So I don't want to mention every time what is the text width, therefore I can simply write text width. And then I want to thickness. So what is the thickness? Let us say 1 mm. It is 0.1 centimeters. So if I am using this one, then you will see that I will have the line from here. So 1 mm is very high, therefore I have set it 0.5 mm. And I don't want to use the whole kind of page, therefore sometimes your line, this one will appear from different perspective. Therefore no intention mean that I don't want to, what is the meaning of it, you can see here. Suppose I remove the no intention. So now you will see that, so this line is start from here. Okay, so there is some kind of a gap, so it is the intendant. So I don't want any intendant, because now as you change the paragraph, there is kind of an indentation, it automatically take. So if you don't want to any kind of indentation, you can simply write slash no indentation and it will be gone. And now if I want to add different kind of sections, therefore I have different kind of sections. For an example, I can have section introduction, and then I can section that okay, so how to grab audience retention. Now suppose you do make some kind of a incorrect thing, so just right clear right hand side and then you can do it and render it from here. You can render it or just press F5 from the keyboard, it will automatically render. So how to grab audience? Now you may see that I have added a section, but in contents it is not appearing. So sometimes when you are changing once, it will not appear, therefore again render it. So when you render next time, therefore this change will automatically come towards it. So this will see the page number. So what is the page number here? So in the latex environment, you don't need to mention everything by your hand. That is the beautiful part here. Okay, so now introduction. I want to write that, okay, I have some kind of complicated math equation. Suppose I want to write, now here it's control plus shift plus n. Okay, so suppose I am going to write control plus shift plus n. So if I am pressing control plus shift plus n, the environment of equation will automatically come. And here label says that whatever the key for this equation, so first equation, let us say first, I will let you know what is the magic of it. So whatever it is called keyword, and do not put any kind of space. Space is automatically taken as kind of a keyword here, so do not do it. Now I want to write here G. Again I want to add some kind of a mu slash mu. Now you will automatically see that what is going on here, and is equal to T, let us say again slash mu. Okay, so how this will look like? So first of all, I have written some kind of a thing, and then you will immediately grab it, that how this will work. So this is my first equation, so it will have the equation number, and you can see that G comma mu new, so it will go in the subscript. Now when I am putting this underscore and then this one comma, and what does it mean? It means that whatever you are writing, it will be in the subscript 2 comma, and if I am putting it here like this one raise button, it will go into the upper part. And there is a very beautiful way you can do it. For example, subscript. For subscript, you have the shortcut key is, what is the shortcut key? Control plus shift plus D. Okay, for this downward. Okay, so for this downward key you can always this one, and if you want to put this dollar sign, just control plus, for example I can simply write right arrow. Okay, right arrow. And why it is coming here? It says that right arrow is a part of mathematics, therefore I have to write it. So this is saying you that this is for the subscript part. Okay, so now you can simply see that subscript for control plus shift plus D, and similarly here I can use for the superscript part. Superscript, you have just control shift plus U, and then you will have this property. Okay, you don't need anything. Now you may see that if I am writing, so for an example here I have this kind of paragraph change, but here I am not seeing any kind of paragraph change. So what you can, it is not shift, it is shift. Okay, my bad. So if I want to change the line, just double backslash, and it will put the slash sign. My system is slow, it is not slow because I have changed the font of the system, and therefore it renders a little bit slow. Now you may see that but there is some kind of a change here, but you may see that okay, I want little bit of gap. How can I put gap here? You can simply put like this square bracket, and you can say I need 2 mm gap. So when you will render it, you will automatically see that there will be producing some kind of a gap. Okay, now you can see that there is some little bit gap, and suppose I want more gap, so I can add any kind of number and you will have the gap. Okay, now I have already told you the very interesting fact about having this keyword. What is the meaning of keyword? So I have shown this in equation, suppose equation, and I can, in which equation I want to ask. So I can simply slash equation ref, and they are asking me the label. So what is the label? So just I am writing the F. This is the first equation where I have used it. So if I am taking any kind of space, it will give me the error bar. Like you can see the squeezy line. Okay, it will say that this kind of keyword is not there in your document. So I have to use perfect keyword. Therefore, whatever the keyword I have mentioned, so I don't need any kind of space. Space is kind of a keyword. Therefore, now it is okay here. So now you will see the magic. Now let me render it. Now when I render it, you can see there is an equation of 1. Now when I'm putting this equation 1, click in, I'm gonna jump in the equation 1. So I can simply I can have many sections, and I can call any equation in any section, and just putting on the just mark for any kind of PDF reader. You will go and take your cursor there and click on it, and it will bring you to that equation. So that is the interesting thing, and this is the power of hyperreferencing. Okay, so hyperreferencing is too much amazing. And you can see here color link, and link color is blue. If I am using red, now you will see the magic automatically, that whatever the link color, it will automatically come into the red. Okay, you can see the red color. So this is the how it can be done. And in the next video I'm going to show you that how to add bibliography to the video. But it is the nice start. Now you can grab anything, and in a later on video I will give you a remarkable how to do mathematics very fast, or write mathematics very fast, what are the shortcuts key, and many more things is about to come. So please subscribe my channel, and see you later. Thank you very much.